Your gorgeous hair color, I swear. This color is super trending right now and
Yeah,
it looks beautiful on you.
but it's natural.
Yeah.
It comes not from a bottle but from a leaf.
I want to know, how did you keep your skin so fresh looking at this age as well?
My mum was very, very good with combination of food.
Do you think that the modern day has become so stressful and we have to consciously make decisions while choosing any product?
Self-care has become toxic.
Then how do women in 40s and 50s be a little mindful?
That our children and husbands are not our hobby.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you still haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Geo7 and Gami, and also on Instagram. You know, us women go through hormonal changes almost every single day at every walk of life. And one thing that we miss out on is taking care of yourself. I remember that back in my 20s, I was young, I was energetic, my hormones were like at its place. As soon as I turned 30, things went upside down. I also stopped taking care of myself. Hence, today's episode is super close to my heart and it's for every woman out there at every age of life on how to actually take care of yourself. My guest today, she is an Ayurvedic expert. She is a dietitian, Reiki expert, has spent over 50 years in the beauty industry, and a founder of a brand called Sante Selfcare. She does not believe in taking care of the skin just from the outside. Let us welcome our guest, Mrs. Malini Ori.
Hi
Hi.
Reshma, how are
I'm
you?
great. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me on your podcast.
I absolutely love the calmness in your voice, honestly. Even before the shoot that we were talking, there is so much that I really just want to keep on listening while you're talking.
Thank
And
you.
not to forget mentioning about your gorgeous hair color. I swear. This color is super trending right now and
Yeah.
it looks beautiful on you.
Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. But it's natural.
Yeah.
It comes not from a bottle but from a leaf.
How do you do it?
But you have to first be grey.
I am taking notes today
Yes,
on
you
like
have to be
how to,
grey.
but like,
Like henna you mix and you
yes.
get orange or red on your
Huh.
white hair. This is indigo leaf powder. And
How
this is the
long
color.
does it last?
Doesn't go off. You just have to keep putting the roots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like henna.
Yeah.
Except henna gave you a reddish orange and this gives you
But
a...
then later, eventually, it will also, if I have a bit of black hair, does it show like a hue in the sun if I have it,
Yeah, see,
apply
like
it?
my back area has some black, so it looks like a gray,
Ah,
like a highlighted or
yeah.
low lighted gray. But where there is no dark color, it'll catch a
So,
purple.
like in market, indigo powder is something that
Is
I can
available, you can buy it from Amazon. I bring it from India, but you can get it anywhere.
just mix it with water and apply.
Warm water and just apply. No oil, no egg, no yogurt, nothing.
How long do I keep it?
45 minutes.
That's the first tip already.
Yes, and
I
wash
am
off.
sure,
Yes,
like, lot of, this color, it's so hard to get, like, once you blonde and, like, in
yes,
this salon to get this, like, pink or, like, a purple
yeah.
hair.
And
Absolutely love
and you know when, as a hairdresser, when somebody came for a pink or a red would still say, but a pink and a blue would just wash off.
Yeah.
So you bleach, you damage, and 3 washes or 4 washes, it's bye bye. Then they have to recolor on the bleached hair. And when we bleach, and see, Asian hair is very dark.
Dark.
So we have to really bleach to reach that level to get the color. Now, even this, if you had to bleach and do, very difficult because you have to go a pale blonde, an ash blonde. Because if you're a blonde and you put even indigo, you'll get a green because
Yeah.
yellow and blue make a
Color
green.
theory.
Yes, absolutely. It's all, and there is no hair which is brown. Brown is a mixture of blue, red, and yellow.
Yeah.
So,
You've been so in touch with the beauty
yeah.
industry altogether. I want to know, how did you keep your skin so fresh looking at this age as well?
You know, Luckily for me, my mum was very, very good with combination of food, the Ayurvedic story, which a lot of Indians did without thinking.
Yeah.
They didn't eat heavy dals at night. They didn't eat cauliflower in the summer because you didn't get it also.
Yeah.
So you ate summer vegetables in the summer and winter vegetables in winter. So we grew up with that. And गर्मियों में नींबू पानी, sattu, गोंद कतीरा, which is tragat gum, which cools you down, and namkeen nimbu pani to keep your salt levels okay. We didn't have those energy drinks.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't. And being in India, being an army brat, exercised, ran around all day, didn't worry about the pigmentation. Maybe there was the ozone layer was not as depleted as it is now. And you got your vitamin D, which is also very good for the sun. And we ate varied food. See, in the summers you ate different kind of fruit, in the winters you ate different kind of fruit. Now I find if somebody is eating apple, they're eating apple throughout the year.
Yeah.
And now you get mangoes throughout the year. So mangoes are great, vitamin A, vitamin C for the summer. And though it's a hot food, like, in Ayurveda there is hot result and cool result. And we never ate nuts in the summer. We ate them only in the winter. And that also soaked and peeled. So everything had a rhythm or a science behind it, which we weren't told, but we just did it. And then we started questioning, and then we stopped doing. We said, "Kyun karte hain? How does it matter if cauliflower is available in the summer? Let's eat it." So, and I think good exercise. And we didn't eat very spicy food, and genetics plays a good role in good or bad skin. And I used to exercise a lot, so I never had a hormonal issue. So I think without realizing, I was just doing the right things. Though I was never very slim. And in my college in Delhi, I was called Fresher Golgappa. More because my face was round. Not as that I was so big, but I was so conscious of not being slim. It was such a thing, like a, hangman's noose hanging on my head, that all I wanted in my life was to be slim.
Do you still have scars from those thoughts?
No. My mom used to be very upset with me, and I was not large. I was just round-faced and heavy thighs. And I would tell my mother, without being racist, I said, I should have been born in the South India. Then I would have been fine. Because all their actresses were, Again, please, anyone from south of India, please don't get upset. This is just the way it is,
But now it has changed. Now people call it curvy.
Yes, true. And there is less body shaming now.
There is.
Absolutely. And I found that I was complimented less on my lovely hair and good skin, but told and spoken down to about my weight. So there was a time when I used to get a little upset, and when I was finished my studies in UK, I said, I'm not going to India without being 43 kilos. And I did that in 3 months. But at that age of 19, 20, 21, it's very easy to do. I just stopped eating. I would have an apple, adi roti a day, lost those 12 kilos and came back, and then maintained it for nearly all my life. But I had to work very hard. I used to exercise. I was always eating well. And then at 42, I came across this diet which is based on your blood group. I talk about it every time I can. It changed my life. My skin was so tired in my late 30s. And I was eating very well. I had a very wholesome life, exercise, gardening, my 2 lovely daughters. But I was exhausted every day. Even when I got up, and I was eating very well. But when I eliminated what I thought was good for me, I de-aged. It was an anti-aging story for me.
What is the blood group type?
There are 4 main, now there are 2 more blood types, but there are 4 blood types. So one man's meat is another man's poison. So my blood type is B, and lentils are our mainstay. And I love lentils. And it's terrible for me.
So is it like if it is blood group B,
Yes,
then for everyone it's the same
It
thing?
should be the same. But again, you can have an allergy.
Yeah, that's...
That's different. But like I think very few Bs will be allergic to milk or intolerant to milk, while a lot of Os will be intolerant to milk.
Does that have to do with the pH level of the blood being here,
Yes,
then
and
there,
your digestion.
and the digestion?
Like O is very good with lots of non-veg, while A should be vegetarian. You know,
Yeah.
without milk, because they have low stomach acid. So it was good, and that really helped me. And I've always done my kitchen cosmetics.
Yeah.
Always. I would put multani mitti, neem, what my mother used to do. And powdered rose petals, in the summer orange peel, powdered peel. And I did it for my kids also.
We'll talk more about tips from you, but like talking about this topic and taking it forward, do you think that the modern day has become so stressful and we have to consciously make decisions while choosing any product, while choosing any skincare, and even the food that you mentioned? In winters, for example, I would eat mango, which is not something that advisable as per the Indian tradition.
By
And
Ayurveda,
even
yes.
science, I think even science says eat summer fruit, eat fruits when it is available, when
Yeah.
it grows naturally, rather than preserving it and eating the later time.
Yeah.
So, do you think that is causing even more stress to the body and the skin?
I think, what is causing a lot of stress is keeping up with the Joneses. Now I think self-care has become toxic. My friend walks 10,000 steps every day. I need to walk. She washes her face 3 times a day. I need to do it. And then you see these beautiful doctored images on all the social media.
Yes.
And I want to look like that. In reality, nobody looks like that.
Glass skin. That's a
Yes.
big thing.
Yes.
It is affecting a lot of women.
Yes. So that's not true. Reality is not that. Reality should be the best of you. I say this also very often. I'm 5 feet nothing. I could never be 5'5" or 5'6". So what could I do? That's not going to change. So I'm not going to hanker after what I can't get. But what I can get is good health, good skin, by looking after my food, looking after my mental health, by being happy, by being busy, by doing things which make me feel accomplished. Whether it's cooking, it doesn't matter. Cooking, somebody likes to stitch, somebody likes to knit, somebody likes to go for a walk. It's fine. Somebody likes to meditate. So everything is good, what makes you happy, not what your friend is doing. When we start copying somebody else, then it doesn't work, I think.
Yeah.
I think we need to, and our mental health is suffering the most right now.
Do you think that women after a certain age, especially after once she get married, does she forget herself completely?
Completely.
You've been through
Completely.
that?
I was very opinionated.
Opinionated.
Yes, very. I knew what I wanted. Luckily, husband's a good guy. But I remember telling him once, I said, I cook not because I'm a woman. I cook because I love cooking. But you have to have your self-worth to be able to say that. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, but one of the main thing is like back in the days, during your younger days, is when you realized your self-worth. Right now, as a modern woman, what usually happens is even if I realize my self-worth, I have achievements to make. I want to achieve
Yes.
everything in life with a perfect skin, a great relationship, like a
Yes.
good post at the job. Even for me personally, I didn't realize when I lost myself completely.
Yeah, because
So,
we're running on the treadmill, and just trying to achieve. And you're right, losing ourselves in that rat race or the treadmill race or being the best, because there's a comparative study every day. Best mother,
yeah.
how many, even we heard it when we came to Dubai. Somebody said, my child does this on a Sunday, this on a Monday, that on a Tuesday. I said, no. My kids go for a walk with me every evening. So you have to be sure of what you want, I think. I remember years back, my daughter's friend's mother would call me up. She said, are you sending your daughter for a night out? I said, no, to stay. At overnight, I said, I'm very modern, but not staying in somebody's house. She said, but my daughter is saying. I said, what suits you, what's good for you, you must do. For me, it doesn't work. So I will not do it. So Raja, that you have to learn to say no somewhere. To yourself also. And I worked a lot, but for me, it was the love of what I did. My daughter Mishti would always say, you're working so hard. I said, but I'm not working. I'm loving so hard. I love cooking. I loved my parlor. I loved gardening. So I loved dogs. So I had 5 dogs at a time. And we didn't have grooming at that time. I would do it myself. Then that self-worth comes even when you're doing simple things. And for me, that was being mindful, brushing my dog. So for me, that was full focus. And mindfulness does not mean meditating or sitting quietly like this. I can't.
Yeah.
You find me very calm, but I am always but I like it. Now, somebody doesn't like it, they should not do it. My sister doesn't do. She's happy in her skin, I'm happy in mine.
So, I really like this part that to find the balance even when you want to achieve so much, learning to say no and even to yourself.
You have to say no to
We
yourself.
always say that after 30s, you'll put your boundaries up, start saying no to people, but without realizing that the first thing you need to do is learn to say no to yourself.
You have to. And I did, and I think at some stage I was also doing a lot. I ran a salon, I was a well-known makeup artist, I was doing TV, radio. And Mishti would keep saying, Mom, slow down. I said, but I love what I'm doing. So see, if you love it and it's not impacting you, please. It didn't, it didn't affect my mental health to say, oh God, I'm overwhelmed. I was never overwhelmed. Maybe that's the way my brain works. And what I can't do, I can't do. So, just a little thing like I was never good at math. So I admitted it freely. So I didn't have to teach my children math. I said, I can't do it. So I didn't have to do something I was not good at. So I think.
Yeah, learning to say no,
Learning
not
to say
being
no.
overwhelmed. Even if you want to achieve so much,
Yes.
find that balance.
And you must know your limitations, which actually become your strength. Because rather than doing 25 things, you do 5 things which you are best at.
Yeah.
Like if you're podcasting, you're great at that, that's what you do. And if you don't like to cook, not a big deal.
I've done that.
Huh?
I've ignored my cooking
Yeah,
part and
it's fine.
yeah.
Just being a woman.
But I felt guilty initially because
Yeah.
I've seen my mom being a housewife.
Yes.
She used to cook every day for us
Yes.
and my husband and her husband.
Yes.
And then eventually after marriage, I was struggling to find that balance
Yes.
of work, traveling for work. Dubai, it takes an hour anywhere if you want to commute. And then I felt guilty because after coming home, I just couldn't have the energy to cook.
Yeah.
And by that time, my hormones were also messing up.
Absolutely.
I didn't realize something called hormonal balance. Nobody
Yes.
taught me that.
Yes.
My mom taught me how to cook, but not hormonal balance.
Yes,
And that's,
absolutely. Because
I
we
don't
just
blame her though.
No, that was the way it was.
It was that way.
That was the way
Yeah.
it was. At 11, I think I got my periods.
Yes.
I thought I'm dying.
Yeah.
And my mother was a very modern, educated woman
Yeah.
who in those days used to wear trousers also.
Imagine.
But it was not spoken.
Yeah.
And I just got pneumonia. And then one day I got up and I saw this. I thought, I'm going to
I'm
die.
Yeah.
You know,
That is true.
so we weren't told. But I sometimes think, like now you girls talk of perimenopause,
Yes.
you all are over aware.
Is that a bad thing?
Yes.
Why?
Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Sometimes if you let it, if you ignore it, it goes away. It's like if the water is murky, you need to sit back, wait for the dirt to settle down.
It's also something that's related to this is the postpartum depression. Women did
Yes.
not know about it.
Yes, they didn't.
Now I am scared even before pregnancy and before delivering a kid of what if I deal with this.
No, because you're already manifesting it here.
Yes.
And remember earlier, if you're talking of Asian women, they had family to fall back on. My sister was here. I didn't feel anything. Mishti's mom was here. Muskan was in Delhi. Her in-laws were there. So there was family. to tell you, you know. Or imagine if you are depressed, but your in-laws are sitting or your parents, you get up and go there and you forget that.
Yeah.
It recesses back into your brain. If you're sitting alone, all you're doing is,
So it's a modern life that's impacting a lot more.
yes, because loneliness is setting in, no, nuclear families. And now in I think anywhere, earlier on neighbors knew neighbors.
Now nobody knows.
Now nobody knows. Even I don't know my neighbors.
Yeah, same.
I may say hello, but we are not like family.
Yeah, we used to exchange food back in the days. आज
Yes.
क्या बना है?
हाँ
हाँ मैंने ये बनाया आप ये ले लो.
बिल्कुल नमक भी लेते थे
हाँ.
चीनी भी लेते थे कि ख़त्म हो गया टमाटर दे दो आज सो यू वर लाइक फैमिली कोई बीमार हुआ 25 पीपल केम टू सी यू
Emotional balance था.
absolutely so today we are lacking that and then what we are doing is we are on our phones
Correct.
or I love my TV so I watch my TV but you know like I said I am not apologetic for watching TV because it gives me the quiet I need because I stop thinking here I'm watching that so I'm not worrying here does that make sense
Yes, yes.
my brother in Delhi would always say "Ki, how do you not stress how do you look so calm
Yeah.
I said I moved my stress to watching Indian cricket I would stress about India playing cricket I would not stress about my issues so you move them away
Yeah.
but that just happened I didn't plan it now I give a lecture and say this is what you should do but I think you should keep busy by doing things that you like to do. See, earlier people would sit and just chat, no? Now we are not chatting with anyone.
Yeah.
Unless you take a coffee appointment with a friend who's meeting you for coffee. She's not coming into your house and sitting for 3 hours.
No. People can't be idle anymore.
Yes. But even at that time, they were not idle. They were knitting, stitching, talking with the neighbor. Am I right? Now we have a lot of time where we are doing not too much.
The human connection is something that's missing.
We are absolutely. People are ordering online. Even your vegetables you're ordering
Yeah,
online.
100%.
I have to go and pick up every bhindi I buy. I have to pick them up because maybe that's how we grew up. As kids we never did it. And in Delhi when I moved there, the ready wala would come. But you would still go out and buy it. You wouldn't go to the shop, but you would go. So I think, and you said hello to that guy, asked him how his family was.
Yeah.
So that human connection is missing now, for sure.
Yeah.
So you did speak about your, how you're from 20s to 30s,
Yes.
and then to the 40s. One, at 68, I don't feel old. People tell me I'm old.
That's a great thing to hear.
Yeah, people tell me, आप कैसे कर सकती हो ऐसे इस एज पे? I said, तुम हो गए बुढ़े, I'm not Buddha. Because I don't think I'm old. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. You still have the passion to do what you did in your early days.
Absolutely. So in 20s, you are youthful. Mid-20s, the aging has started. You don't see it. In your 30s, you start seeing a little bit.
Noticing it.
Noticing the hormone levels are changing. So then what do? We have to get mindful. See, it's like a new car. If you put this type of petrol, it'll work. If you put slightly not good quality petrol, it'll work. When the car gets old, you have to put the best petrol in your car for it to work and live a long, healthy car life.
Then how do I do it? How do I?
By being mindful of half an hour of exercise every day. Like I said, don't get impacted with this 10,000 feet steps I have to do, 1.5 hour of weight training I have to do. And if you're unhappy doing it, don't do it. Because you're doing that physical story, but here the dopamine is not working. The cortisol is going up because you don't enjoy what you are doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Finding what you enjoy and doing.
Yeah, like I'm very Indian. I love Ayurveda, but I don't enjoy yoga, so I don't do yoga. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I love going for a walk, and when I can't go, I run up and down my stairs. I have a
Yeah.
townhouse, so I do that for 15 minutes every day. And I think, good. That's like 1 hour of walking. Steps are not that many.
Yeah.
but that
It gets your
impact is
heart rate up.
your cardiovascular is working. I'm good, and then I do some strength training for 10-15 minutes. And the day I can't do it, I don't kill myself.
You
नहीं
don't
किया.
get into the guilt trap.
Not at all.
How do I get out of that guilt trap is a question.
Keep
One day
busy. Do something. Watch a show you like. That's the only way, darling. And if you're guilty, then do it. Then if you can't do it in the morning, do it in the evening. There was a time when I used to walk Safa Park 7 kilometers every day. And the day another very dear friend of mine and me, if we knew we can't do it tomorrow, we would walk twice.
to avoid the guilt trap.
Yes. So that's up to you. But we had the time. So now if you don't have the time, Dubai was not busy 35, 40 years back. Safa Park was next to my house, 1 minute walk. So I was not driving, parking, and then worrying about the parking also, for the meter. So guilt is here. You are letting it impact you. Now, how do you get better mental health? Exercise. Good food. Good meaning home cooked food, even if it's a khichdi, even if it's simple, even if it's sauteed spinach. If it's just grated carrot which you put some cumin and you ate that. Boiled vegetable soup with a little olive oil on top or a little butter or ghee on top. So, these choices are yours. Like I tell a lot of it, they say, but we are working. How do we eat this in the morning? I say, soak it at night. See, you have to take that mindfulness, that 10-minute time. And I tell people if they can afford it, they must get house help.
Yeah.
That really, really helps. When I came here, my husband said, would you like to go to America? I said, no. I don't want to wash utensils all my life. It's so...
Yeah.
It's not that I've not done it. When my domestic help is not there, then I will wash. I'll clean the house, I'll iron the clothes. But why do I need to do that and not do something I enjoy? So that's your choice. So take up a job, give some of it to the girl and think that you're helping somebody's life. Also, when you are paying somebody, you are actually helping somebody.
Yeah.
You're giving her a job.
Yeah.
And also we need to be kind. That's also helping your mental health. If you have an argument with your husband and you may say something which is hurtful to him, and you have said it, it's going to play on your mind. Even if the fight was right, but you said something which you should not have said. So that will definitely play on your mind for a long time, and that's not a good thing.
And that also affects your beauty.
Of course. Absolutely.
That's why they say the kind people are the most beautiful.
Yes, and I think as we get older, and I've said this hundreds of times, beauty is not the features. Beauty is the inner goodness. You could have the most beautiful woman, but if she's toxic, after 35 it will start showing. That toxicity will show on her face. Whether it's a hormonal imbalance she gets, even if her skin is flawless, you will see it when somebody walks in. That Cruella was not a bad-looking woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was a very handsome woman, but that cruelty shows on her face. Because your expressions become like that. So, being kind is also an incredible uplifting your dopamine. Say hi to the guy who's walking on the road, who's sweeping the Dubai roads. Say hello to him. They're invisible to us, which is so sad. It is so sad. The guy who's waving your car if there's a roadblock. I actually say namaste to them, whether there is an African guy or an Indian guy or whichever part of the subcontinent, and they will respond, all of them. So when you smile at the world, you get back a smile most of the time.
And I think that's one of the biggest reasons of your beauty, mashallah.
Thank you.
That's why I said, as soon as I came in, the aura that you carry, the calmness that you carry is definitely mesmerizing. Honestly.
Thank you.
And I do envision myself being at your age and being giving out the same exact vibes as you are right now.
Thank you so much, Rashma.
Uh,
Thank you.
Going back to our age and how our beauty should change, I want to understand now from you, like at four stages of life in 20s, 30s, 40s,
Yeah.
and 50s,
Yeah.
how do I change my skincare? How do I make sure that I'm doing some approaches towards my health and also my food? Like, for example, in my 20s, what do you think my skincare routine should have been like?
You know, what it should be and what it is very different. Especially today when there is so much of food which is available outside. And it's very fashionable to go for the burger and the pizza.
Yeah,
It's very fashionable. In our
correct.
time, it was an expense. You did it on a birthday, on a special day. Today it's part, and then everyone's working,
Correct.
so you go out and eat. So at least 3-4 times a week, eat at home. Like I said, make simple food. You can put if you're Asian, you can put your lentil and your vegetables together with boiled rice, with a nice tadka on top. And don't be so scared of the oil and the ghee.
Yeah.
Like we were, in my nutrition, we were told fats are really bad. That's not true. That's not true at all. Good fats are good. But again, if you can't afford the good fat, please eat some fat.
Like good fats like ghee and nuts.
Like ghee, butter, nuts. But nuts have to suit you. They have a high allergic reaction to a lot of people. That's why nuts are not allowed in school. And if milk suits you, that also has fat. Yeah? I can't have nuts. I have an intolerance, not an allergic reaction, but an fatty fish. Okay? Yes, don't have that cooking oil, but sunflower, though they are saying it's not so good, it's got omega-6. But if that's what you can afford, please eat that. Don't try and do what you can't do. And then stress your, monthly budget and, all of that. And eat mindfully also, which in the 20s you didn't do. Even I didn't do it. Even I didn't do it. Even in my 30s, I didn't do it. Because I was so busy working. I was on the sets, doing makeup, then you're just eating or not eating. But it impacts different people differently. Like I don't need to sleep to be okay for the next day. Even some young kids can't function the next day if you haven't
No, I
slept.
can't.
You can't
I
function.
can function if I skip meal, but I can't function if I don't get my 7 or 8 hours of sleep.
So that's the other thing you must keep in mind, that you must sleep at the right time. We used to have a lot of parties, so we never slept at 10 o'clock. I'm being very honest. We used to come home only 11:30, 12, if that. And but as you get older, you must sleep by this circadian system, 10:30, 11, because that's the time the liver is detoxing. And again, in my time, we didn't know this. With all my education, we weren't told this. They said sleep 8 hours a day. But sleep at 12 for 8 hours, sleep at 2 for 8 hours. I think you should sleep by 10:30, 11. And then...
I think that's the only thing right in my schedule. I sleep.
But that's a good thing.
Ever since I was a kid, by 10, I can't function.
You can't
after.
function. And when we sleep, we clean our body. Cells are removing all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Cleaning out the
Regeneration.
dead cells, the damaged cells, and throwing them out. And the other is drink not too much of water, but drink enough water. And the other is reduce your sugar, even if there's no diabetes.
But also, before we move to the sugar, with water, I've seen a lot of people drink cold water.
Yes.
How does cold water affect you?
No, not good by any ideology. Far Eastern,
Yeah.
Indian, those are the ancient, civilizations who spoke about food and everything. You see the Far East, like we were talking, the Chinese drink warm. And in between, even I heard and read that while you eat your lunch, don't drink water. But that's not so true. Don't over drink water. Don't drink 2.5 glasses of water or 3 glasses. But if you feel like you have some, the reason is that it dilutes your digestive juices. But warm water, like the Chinese have
Green tea.
green tea, but don't have normal Indian tea after a meal. It knocks out your body doesn't imbibe the iron well. If
Any
you have had
caffeine.
any caffeine, tea or coffee. And it's very fashionable after we have had lunch with our friends, we have a cappuccino. I have stopped.
Same.
So we need to, and again, if my other friends are doing it and their iron levels are fine, good for them. See, somebody does everything right, but she still has low iron.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how your body reacts to what you are doing.
And that's where being mindfulness actually means.
And listening to your body. Mom said, drink milk. I drank milk. I feel nauseous. Don't drink it. Tell your mom that this is the problem with me. I can't have milk. So today's mothers will understand, which our mothers didn't, because we were told.
Yeah, Bonvita every day.
No, mine was plain milk. But milk suits my blood group, so it's good for me. So, but I have a sinus issue. So see, we have to deal with what is my problem. It's never general. And honestly, one man's meat is another man's poison. So, like I said, that's why I said that if your friend is walking 10,000 steps, doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Yeah.
So, you have to find your water level. So, good food. And again, good food doesn't mean tasteless food. And I think in your 30s now, and we need to not make food into carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Can I explain this?
Yes.
I need to eat protein, so I'm eating meat or chicken. Why am I not eating a mutton curry with rice? Why am I not eating a dal and roti? Why am I calling it protein? Why am I making it so scientific that it's taken the love of food from my life? Like we have comfort foods. We have grown up with, different, India is so varied, or even in the world. For a Chinese, the comfort food is different. For an Asian, it's different. For a European, it's different. Why are we're not scientists. Am I right?
Yeah.
So add the good broccoli or the beetroot, because now we know. And you have low iron, please have the beetroot, have the green vegetables cooked, have the black chana, have the chicken if that's what suits you and that's what you like. But don't make it into a protein, carbohydrate. We are just taking the fun out of our lives.
The essence of eating
Yes.
the food out of the life.
Yes, we are. Food is what we are. I mean, what do we live for most of the time? Tell me.
Food. Good food.
Good food, tasty food. What?
Yeah.
So you put in what is good. Like I said, okay, if your iron is less, please have the beetroot, have the green vegetables, have the kala chana if you're vegetarian. Otherwise, you have the non-veg. But put it in such a way that it is, I'm dying to eat it. Not that, oh God, I have to eat it.
Because all of this, if you don't like the food, it is also going to show in your skin.
Absolutely.
Cortisol goes up.
Because you are not going to get the benefit of that good food. You will not get the benefit. And also, if you're eating fast food, go enjoy it. I killed myself all my life. That if I had a golgappa, then I won't eat dinner at night. Because I told you I was not slim. Now I've decided if I'm eating a fried chicken, I'm going to enjoy it.
Rather than being guilty again.
Yes. So I'm going to enjoy, be mindful, see what I'm eating, and enjoy every mouthful. To give me that dopamine kick. Otherwise, I'm eating what I like, but this is telling me, God, look at the trans fat, look at the fried chicken skin. You're going to get
oil.
high cholesterol. I will get high cholesterol by eating that because I am manifesting that. And again, I'm not saying that you eat that every day.
Yeah. Balanced.
Balance. 80 good, 20 bad. But if you're gone on a holiday, it can be the other way around.
Yeah, it's all about finding that balance and not falling yourself into the guilt trap. If you're doing something, do 100% of it rather than
Yes.
thinking, oh, isse acha na karo. If you're having that second thought, it's better not to do it.
Better not to do it. Absolutely. And when you're ready, you will do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then how do women in 40s and 50s be a little mindful?
See,
Because
then
by this time, she
it's
starts
showing, yeah.
feeling a bit lonely as well.
Children
If
are growing up.
children are growing up, she does not have that much time and energy to give. Like the kids don't need the mother after a point. And then husband, you've been in a relationship and marriage, the spark starts missing at this
Missing.
point. Then how does she take care of herself?
Yes. I said it in one of my earlier podcasts that our children and husbands are not our hobby. Make yourself your hobby. I'm not saying to be self centered. I'm saying today women are working, so which also brings up better children because they have more respect for their mother. Because she's now working, coming home, whether it's money or the confidence she has because she's doing a good job outside the house. Because at home, the husband will say, what did you do all day? What did you do? You were sitting at home, I was earning the money.
Yeah.
You see, today that has become the buzzword also. And the kids will say, I went to school, I studied. What did you do, mom? Because they didn't see you cooking, even if you have help. It's the most difficult thing to run a house, even with help.
It is.
So she needs to be appreciated, but she can only be appreciated if she appreciates herself, which means my time. Kids, husband, you're home, I'm going out for a coffee. Not when they are not home. When they are home. Say if the kids come home at 2:33, maybe she goes out for a coffee in the evening at 4. So her husband also knows that she has something else other than the 3 or 4 of us in the house. If you have pets, they are the ones who appreciate you in the house.
Yeah.
The kids, only when they're little, then it's mama, mama. After they're 10, 11, 12, they have their own friends. So you need to have your friends. Not toxic friends, good friends, just 1 or 2 or 3. You don't need to have this social circle where everyone's competing with the other. And I think you have to find friends who are like-minded. If any friend stresses you, she's not for you. You need to find somebody else. And you will. Like water finds its own mark, we find our own friends. And look after yourself. Go for your facial. Go and have your manicure, pedicure. Feel good. If you're coloring your hair, go and do it. But remember, the more we color, the more we blow dry, the more damage the hair gets. So see, there's always so in our 40s, a lot of women will say, I've lost so much of my hair. One is the aging started, and one is what we are doing to ourselves. So that is your choice. You say, okay, I'm going to do it. At 60, I'm not going to look good anyway, whether I do anything or I don't do anything. So that's your choice. You perm, you curl, you straighten, you do keratin, you highlight, you will have damage. But if for that 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you want to look great, please do it. And it will be okay for 20 years, but then you'll start feeling, but if I didn't do anything, I would still lose hair. By 50, everyone will lose about 50% of their hair, whatever they started with. So if I eat well, the omega-3, the flaxseed, if milk suits me, the nuts, if they suit me, the right kind of protein, then I will have better hair. So I can still blow dry, I can still look my best, but I have to work not only the color and the blow dry. I have to make myself strong from within. Yeah? Because I see a lot of women who didn't do anything. Never blow dried, never colored, and didn't eat well or exercise.
Missing out on their vitamins and minerals.
Absolutely. So they also have no hair.
Yeah.
They've lost their hair, so they didn't look good in their youth, and they're not looking good as they're aging.
Yeah.
I'm not saying blow dry and coloring is going to make you look. But I'm saying, imagine, I started graying when I was 14, 15. So I used to put henna, and at 36 I started coloring because I was all orange. But then by the time I was 58, 59, I thought I'm done. So at 60 I stopped. I was all bright white. Yeah. So then COVID came and a lot of my friends started going grey. Then I said, I don't want to do what they're doing. So because I knew what I could do with the natural indigos, so and a lot of friends didn't like it. They said, what are you doing? You're not looking nice. I said, look, it's your problem. You're looking at me. I'm not looking at myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So again, why do I want to inject here? For what my friend is looking at. I'm not looking.
Yeah.
I've seen myself in the morning for the 2 minutes. If it's really bothering me, go and do it. But don't do it because what people will say.
If I like looking at myself in the mirror and I'm happy
You're happy.
with that 2 minutes, then I don't need to be affected
No.
with what people say.
And I remember telling a friend, I said, I don't want to be your eye candy. If you don't want to look at me while you're talking to me, look that side, I can still hear you. So I think that strength has to come from within you. One, like I said, to say no, to even to yourself. My friend is saying, let me buy these tight stockings. Cycling shorts had come when I was your age.
Yeah.
But I saw Asian women with thighs like this wearing them. So I think that it's not body shaming. It's not body shaming at all. You must look the best you can the way you are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like now, I'm not tall. So I must wear what looks best on me. Not my friend who's 5'7". And a lot of people tell me, but we didn't realize you were short. I said, no, I'm 5 feet, nothing. They said, but we didn't realize. And today I'm wearing some heels, but very often I'm in
Flats.
little 2 inches because age is catching up. So we have to look after ourselves more. I don't have bunions, but if I wore this all the time, my bunions would grow. And then the arthritis would set in. So you have to look at not only the outside as we age in our 40s and 50s. We must see our genetics. If there's diabetes, please be very, very, very careful with what you're eating, how much of exercise you're doing, even with arthritis. If my wrist is hurting, I stop using it. That is going to hurt more. So I shouldn't do weights, but I should do some exercise. Don't get defeated by age. Age is a privilege. It's not losing a war. क्या बुढ़े हो गए? बुढ़े हो गए is a privilege. I mean,
Experience.
It's an experience, and you have so much that you have gathered here. In fact, there's a cute joke. She said, as we grow older, we have gathered so much here that it's all moving to my hips and my stomach. So you can always crack a joke also.
Yeah.
And I used to always say that, it's the battle of the bulge. Because like I said, all my life I was...
Yeah.
But now I'm not struggling. Now I am at peace with... Not my height was never my problem. It was my
Lower
upper
body,
thighs and my round face, which helped me as I grew older. Because a round face makes you look younger.
Yeah.
So I hankered for an oval face, but I'm so glad that I had a round face.
I was just gonna say, like, because you had a round face, your cheeks
Yes.
look, mashallah, plumpier, and like it's there. So,
But I exercise my neck, so I don't have a...
yeah.
I exercise from the age of 11, my neck.
What is the
I've been
workout?
showing it to everyone. You want me to show
Yes,
it now?
yes.
I even did on one of my Instagrams now. Pull down on the clavicle,
Okay. Like
niche,
this.
under the clavicle. Huh?
Okay.
Touch your chin and go up. Okay? 3 times. Start with 3, up to 5.
So this is
This is your sternomastoid, is the largest muscle of your neck and face.
and that stretches.
That stretches. Then you go here and you... But you must feel this pull, bacha.
Yeah.
And if you open your mouth, you feel more like this. Can you feel that?
Yes. Here, the full stretch.
Yeah, 3 times, then 5 times, then 10 times, and then this side. You must feel that muscle really stretching. But you must go back and go back. Because exercise is best done when there's a relaxation and an
And a full
extension.
extension.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why I tell people when they walk stairs, I say don't keep just walking up. Walk up and walk down.
Yeah.
So that the body cools down. And it's a different muscle being used. But walking down is not good if you have weak knees. So this helped me a lot when I was younger.
Just a little bit down.
So it helped me a lot when I was younger, and I think now in my late 60s, I think it's keeping my sag away. And I don't have any flaccid neck at all.
Yes. We can start this at any age.
Yes. I started at 11, did it for a few years. I think I gained this much in height also.
Yeah.
Some scientific guy orthopedic can come and argue with me and say, not at all, not at all. But in my family, I have the longest neck. My mom, my sister, my mom told me to do this. She said somebody told her, but by then she was already past that 16, My sister didn't do it. Everyone has a shorter neck. And if I stand next to a 5 foot like me, I am shorter here. So that half inch or whatever, I definitely gained.
Yeah.
And my jawline is like my mom's. But because I exercise it 3, 4, 5 times a week, I think it's keeping.
So we do it like every day.
Yes, if
What
you're
is the
starting young.
time? What is the whenever?
Whenever. See, this is what I'm saying. Keep your life simple. You can do it in the morning, after lunch, because this is not impacting your stomach after you're not doing any cardio. So you can do it while, and initially you can do it in front of the mirror. And do a gentle massage every day to your face. Even dry. Because circulation, see, as a young 16, 17-year-old, I had fabulous skin. But I would get some whiteheads. Not pimples, just because my skin is
Clogged
normal
pores.
to dry. Yeah. But now, last 45 years, I don't have that. Because I stimulate my skin. Circulation hogi to it won't stay, na? That sebum won't get clogged in here. So later, then that mila you have to incise and take out.
Yeah.
Now I don't get it at all. But as a young girl, I used to get, not too many, but because you were not doing anything, na? You'd wash your face with water and go. The skin was that good. But then that was youth. It was not my skin, that was youth. Whoever,
So like massaging for a minute is
For a minute
something.
every day, watching television, listening to music, talking to your husband,
Arguing
with your husband. And arguments are not a bad thing, They
Why?
clear the air. Because rather than holding it here, when you hold a lot of anger, it affects your kidneys and your liver and your heart and your lungs. Sadness affects your lungs. So you need to take
Vent
it
it
out.
out?
Yeah. But don't say nasty, don't say hurtful things. Otherwise, go to the sea and shout at the sea. He's not going to come and kill you. Go there and get it out. A lot of people do boxing to get out a lot of people exercise, strenuous exercise like weightlifting too.
Yeah.
But I feel that too much of weightlifting will impact your back. Your spine will start getting, compacted.
Shorter.
Yes. And one wrong move, you're going to get.
Yeah, been there, done that.
You have done that, yeah?
Yes, been there, done that.
And I also believe that when we overdo weightlifting and you leave it, you'll get loose.
Yeah.
That's, again, somebody can come and fight with me, but this has been my experience. I've seen so many people. So I used to tell women, don't do weights, do strength training. And chota weight, 1.5 kilo, but not that 5, 10, 20 kilos. Yeah.
So, okay, we have massages, we have facial exercises.
Face packs.
Face packs, yes. What are the at-home ingredients great for your skincare?
Okay, now everyone will say haldi and dahi, which is perfect if your skin is normal to dry. Oat has silica in it. Oat meal. Powder it And it's amazing to knock off some of your dead cells
As a scrub.
as a scrub. But it's very gentle.
Just mix it with water or
With
milk.
water or yogurt or rose water. Honey. Sugar scrub is amazing. It has an acid. Sugar has an acid. So even for your lip, you can use it
For scrub, how many times a week do you think?
once or twice and
Once or
only
twice,
at
yeah.
night.
Only at night?
Because if you're doing it in the morning and rushing out, then your skin has not regained
regained.
So night is better. Unless you're going for some big event and you need to have it absolutely smooth without any dead cells for your makeup, then you do it. But not 10 minutes before your makeup, 1 hour before your makeup. Because if the skin is stimulated, your makeup won't stay. Honey is very good. If your skin is very oily and acne prone, neem is fabulous.
Neem
Neem leaves.
powder.
Neem leaves growing all over Dubai. Mint leaves are fabulous. Sandalwood is fabulous. And a lovely scrub is rice powder and pink masoor dal.
Okay.
So I powder and keep it. And if you want to keep it as a mask, then let it tighten. If you just want it as a scrub, put it and scrub your face. Just apply, but don't fight. I find people fighting with their skins. Just the tip of your fingers, just
Gentle.
gently. By rubbing more, you can rub for a longer time, like a minute more. I get very bored very soon.
Yeah.
So I put a towel here, I watch my TV and I do it. Now that is not very mindful, but otherwise I won't do it. So see, this is what I'm saying. So when I see all the podcasts, people say you have to be very mindful. I can only be mindful where I want to be.
Yeah.
So where I can't be, I will do it like this. At least I've achieved the physicality of the story. I've cleaned my skin, blood flow has come, dead skin has fallen off. We can also do our scalp. Salt powder, a good pink salt, sugar, mixed with yogurt you can apply with little oil. And if you have dandruff, you can put powdered tea leaves and neem. And just mix it with little oil, apply, leave it for 10 minutes, wet your hair and scrub. So all your product build-up will come off and you'll feel amazing. And it's like a massage.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And with build-up, there is no hair growth and there's more hair fall.
Yes, and dandruff can come, and they keep saying
Yes.
dandruff hair, but it's not dandruff. Because now all our shampoos and conditioners, conditioner don't go in the scalp, have a lot of products which will not wash away.
Because now winter is coming and in Dubai, people will complain a lot more about dandruff.
Yes.
I think
yes.
in overall, your hyperpigmentation for the skin, dandruff and hair fall.
Yeah.
These are the biggest concern whoever I talk to has.
Yeah, and everyone wears a sunblock and they still get pigmentation.
How do we avoid
The
it?
sunblock is not 100% true. And after, if it's a 30 SPF, 30 times your normal natural protection, it'll stop working. We are never going to use it again. You put it in the morning, you're not carrying it with you. If you have makeup on, you're not putting it on your makeup.
Yeah.
So then it's umbrellas if you're out. But I think some sun is very important. So you were talking of, how are we mindful? See, Ayurveda is not the oil massage and drinking a haldi latte or something. It is you're living every day. In the morning you get up. I get up and I put on some soulful music, some spiritual music. Then I go and I give pani to the Suraj. And when you give water to the sun, that water which is falling, you get a prism of the 7 colors of the rainbow, which are our 7 chakras. And you're doing it for 3 minutes. So for 3 minutes your eyes are open, you're looking at the early morning sun. 3 minutes you're getting the sun rays. So you're picking up vitamin D. And now that winter has come, we'll sit outside and have our tea. And if I don't want it on my face, I expose my legs to the good morning, sun. So I always say, get up in the morning and say, good morning, sun. You can't do that at 9 o'clock. You have to do that at 6:30 or 7.
Just when
That's,
the sun rises.
yes. And that rays are not harmful at all. If possible, if you're near the beach or you have a garden somewhere, walk barefoot. We all need to earth ourselves. We're all wearing polyester, however expensive or cheap it is. We never touch the ground anymore. So we're carrying this electric current in us all the time. Earth yourself. I don't have any garden, so I go to the beach. And in the summer when I can't, I have a small patch in somebody else's open garden, I go there.
You know, Japan also recommends something called as forest bathing when they are stressful.
Yes.
And we've been having that since long.
Yes.
To walk on the grass barefoot.
We should. As a young 15-year-old, my eyesight started getting, plus number. And we had heard that, you walk in the garden and your eyesight gets better. Mine went back. Because that dew in the morning and the grass stimulates this area of your foot. And this is the eye area. And my next specs I got at 49. I never wore specs at all till 49. So it actually works. Scientific or not, but Ayurveda was said it was not scientific, now it is.
Yeah.
Now we know. When I did my education in England, we were told nothing goes into your skin. It sits on top.
Yeah.
Maximum it will go into the dermis, but that's not true. Scientifically proven that in 20 minutes, Ayurvedic oils, whether they are coconut, sesame, whatever you use, or aromatherapy oils go in. Even essential oils are very fine molecular structure, but even a coconut, almond, sesame, all will go in. And it will come out through your urine. So it goes in. That's why we now realize that all the cosmetics we have been using for the last 50, 70 years, how they have harmed us. They have changed our hormones, harmed our DNA, given us pigmentation, given us hair loss. And we are looking after ourselves far more than our grandmothers. Forget great-grandmothers. Grandmothers, even my mom, who was very modern, looked after herself, would put malai, would put cream on her face. Because that time we used to get, and she would put malai and her skin was dry anyway, but she would put sometime rice. And there's something known as chironji. So that she would powder and, grind and she would put. People with oily skin would put besan.
I'm hearing chironji for the skin for the first time.
Yes. I used to bring it from India at one time.
Yeah, same, even I do that for kheer.
Yes, for kheer. But मैं तो अपने मुंह के लिए use
How
करती
does
थी.
it help?
Whitens your skin, removes the tan. And yogurt also removes, because lactic acid, it removes the tan.
Yeah.
But natural Ayurvedic things, it's not like a retinol peel. It will not be a quick fix, but it will be a better fix.
So it's better to start early to prevent because there is no harmful side effect of it.
No, as long as it suits you. Like besan doesn't suit me. I actually start itching with it.
Yeah.
So if the product suits you, perfect. And you will not know whether it suits you or not till you try it. The proof of the pudding lies in eating it. So once you do that, it's great. Flaxseed is amazing for the hair. Amazing for a face pack.
For the hair, as in to eat or just to
Eat
apply
also.
as a pack?
See, both help. Eating will help and application will help.
How do I use flaxseed for hair?
For hair, you take 2-3 tablespoons of flaxseed, boil it, it'll form like a gel. So when it's hot, strain it. And you can reboil that little bit, okay? And then you mix it in some avocado, a little hung yogurt, otherwise it drips. If you want to put an egg, you can. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, even aloe vera, if you have it growing in your garden. I don't believe in the ready-made ones. Yeah. And you apply it, leave it for 15-20 minutes, and wash off your hair. And you'll say that after I've done it 3 times, my hair is shining better. The cuticle is more. But don't keep it too long. When you keep your hair wet for too long, the cuticle opens. So that's not good. We are trying to close the cuticle. So 20 minutes is enough. And if you're putting henna in your hair, you can mix all of this in your henna. If you are. If somebody is. And then the leftover flaxseed, grind it, put some salt or sugar and make a scrub for your body. So nothing gets thrown. My house and my girl who was with me now 15 years, she does it all the time. And the other thing, I told you about Gond Katira because that gives you very good hair, very good nails.
Hair, Gond Katira?
Yeah. For hair, for nails, for your bones, for cooling you in this summer heat.
How do we consume it?
You soak a small at night and it'll fluff up like this. And if it doesn't, then next time use hot water. Depends on which one you have bought. I put it in my porridge, I put it on my fruit. I just, it's like, it probably is not a routine, it's more like a ritual because I really enjoy it. And I change my fruit every day. If it's a papaya, I'll eat it for 2 days till it finishes. Then I'll eat an apple, I'll eat plums, I'll eat grapes, I'll eat pineapple, I'll eat banana.
You eat seasonal fruits only?
Huh?
Seasonal fruits, or now you get?
No, I eat seasonal. But again, see, for me, my Indian mango is the best. And when mango is there, I don't eat any other fruit. I was lying about this everyday story. In summer, I will eat mango for breakfast and I'll eat it for in the evening also. And I only want my Indian mango, Indian or Pakistani, the taste which I'm used to. But I put flaxseed, which is powdered, chia seed, and I put some tulsi seeds, which are soaked, with a little bit of the gum, this Gond Katira. And I have that for breakfast with an egg and a bajra, which bread I make at home. Millet bread, or you can have a millet roti also if you can't make the bread.
You make the bread with millet at home?
Sorry. My kids were subjected to, that time I was not making millet, but bread was still made at home. So they would get atta and maide ka bread with some oat, and poor girls had to eat it.
Now sourdough bread is something that's very trending.
Yeah.
It's easier on digestion.
Yes. So I will make sourdough, but even my bread, we let it ferment it for about 10-12 hours. Not 3 days or 4 days, but 10-12 hours. I put little yeast and let it lie. And yeast is also not bad. It's a B complex. It's a vitamin B. So if it doesn't suit you, then you have a problem. See, again, everyone says, oh, gluten is bad. Please see whether it's harmful to you. See, everything is not bad for everyone. Everything is not good for everyone. Like avocado is good for a lot of people, but not good for the AB type. And some ABs will not feel the impact, but some do. Some will get constipated with this good fat, which they should not. So Rajay, you have to find your own watermark. I've said this watermark story 3 times today. But you have to find your own.
Yeah.
Your friends, how you're with your husband, how do you want him to treat you? Is how you treat yourself. If you're a doormat, he'll wipe his feet on you. Your children will wipe their feet on you. More than your husband also. Because we are really, we are like tied to our children for the rest of our lives. Husband we may or may not be. Even if we are with him, we may not be mentally tied to him. But with our children, they are our heartbeat.
Yeah.
So they will take the maximum advantage of you. Because we let them take advantage of us. Like our parents let us take advantage of them. However, more strict they were than we were with our children. And my children are less with their children. But we are still pampering them beyond, Yeah. So looking after your 40s and 50s. And in 60s, in the 50s, Rajay, I think, in your 20s, you don't see the aging. In 30, you start seeing a little bit. In 40, you age by a year every year. I think in your 50s, you age 2 years every year. The impact. Your 60s, you age 3 or 4 years every year. The impact you see. Like if you see a picture of yours in your 20s, you don't see a difference.
Correct.
30s, you see a little and nothing. But in your 60s, 1 year to the next year, you'll see a lot of changes. Unless you are injecting and doing all of that. If you're not, you'll find your lips getting thinner because this is falling.
Yeah.
So, in your 50s, if not your 40s, do some gentle lifts every day. Go to a salon. I'm not saying don't go. But that's a once a month treatment.
But every day there has to
Every
be
day.
something.
So you can't eat a 5-star meal every day. You have to eat nutritious food every day. So a lot of people ask me, if I'm eating this Gond Katira, will it last me the rest of my life? I said, no. You eat today, you're hungry tomorrow. So you have to eat regularly good nutritious food to be healthful for the rest of your life, whatever age your life is going to be. So, and we need to keep our legs very strong. You've heard
The
that.
foundation of your body.
Yes, because if you can't walk, you have finished. You are finished. A lot of people, and Asians are very bad with their.
Knees.
You'll find the maximum people who take a wheelchair are Asians.
Yeah.
Because we think, oh, good, I can carry extra luggage. But you are impacting your mind to get old. You're telling your mind you're an old person. And if we believe it here, this also believes it.
It's all in your brain.
I think so. I'm not saying that tomorrow if I've had a sprain, my brain is not going to make me
Yeah.
walk. But I'm going to make it happen faster than if I believe I'm getting better.
That's why they say that sick people, when they're positive, they heal faster.
I agree completely.
Yeah, even like people dealing with cancer, there have been researches done that if somebody is with positive attitude and somebody is with a negative attitude, there's a difference in terms of healing process and the strength that they go through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a cousin of mine who got cancer, I think 2-3 years back. And he's in fact, it's his birthday today.
Happy birthday if he's watching.
Yes, happy birthday, Miku. He's in Canada right now, yeah. So he is amazing. It's how you deal with it.
Yeah.
And I think last year, how did I hurt my toe? Very badly, my foot. And my sister was making aloo paranthis, and my sister lives very close. And Mishti was saying, you cannot go. I said, I will go. You can't walk. I said, I will walk. I put the bandage, I make oils, I put my pain oil. She will take a painkiller. I said, no. If I take a painkiller, then I'm even less careful. So I will put my oil, and I think my car was not there. I rang up my nephew. I said, pick me up. He picked me up, and I went. I sat with my mom, with my sister. I forgot about my pain. 3 days later, I was doing the market with my bandaged foot. Because if I'm sitting at home, all I'm thinking of is that.
Correct.
So in the market, I'm chatting with friends, people,
You've
the
forgotten
vendors.
about.
Yes, forgotten.
Just last, I want to talk about oils and aromatherapy.
Yes.
It's been a very big topic. I make my own head oil at home with infused spices and leaves. And also, I do make my own facial oils with the blends, maybe with lavender, jojoba oil.
Beautiful.
I want to know from your end what are like the top essential oil for skin and hair, and how does aromatherapy affect my hair and skin overall?
Ayurveda and aromatherapy are cousins. Like you said that you boil the oil, so that's very Ayurvedic. Okay? Aromatherapy are distilled oils. Normally, in an urn, hot water, and they heat it, and the steam comes with the essential oil with it. And then it goes into a cold chamber where the water goes on one side and
Distillation process.
And now they're doing a CO2 process.
Yes.
So when you think you've learnt it, something new comes up.
Yeah. Scientific.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't keep up with science and technology.
You can't. So then they are the essential part, very potent part of the leaf, the petal, the seed, the spice, the bark, or the gum. Like frankincense, myrrh come from gums.
Yeah.
Okay? And even mushrooms are now, is the new buzzword for. So, according to me, except for one or two oils like tea tree and lavender, which are the common oils, can be applied directly without mixing, without diluting,
Without carrier oil.
without carrier oil. But again, imagine if I have an issue here. So I can't use lavender every day for a month here. It may sensitize my skin. And once it sensitizes, 90% will never come back. It will always be sensitive. So it has to be mixed with a carrier oil. 1% to 5% is the norm. Like my oils are, not the facial oils, the body oils, the therapy oils are all 5% for best results. And for your face, oils like rose, very expensive, sandalwood, expensive, frankincense, saffron, lavender, very good for skin rejuvenation. Okay? But again, if the skin is oily, then cedarwood, lemongrass, ginger. Okay? And if the skin is very sensitive, then maybe just 0.5%. Added to, I think jojoba is a very good carrier oil because it mimics our own sebum.
Easier to get absorbed is also what I've
Absolutely, because it is exactly like our own oil. So my bath oils, after bath oils are all jojoba with essential oils. While my therapy oils have a mixture of carrier oils. Like
Almond.
sesame, grapeseed, almond, olive, and wheat germ to keep the oxidation better. And then in that, I put a mixture of oils depending on for what you are using it. Now, if it's for the hair, I would definitely put lavender. Lavender is actually the most used oil in the world.
It calms you down.
Calms you down. So is clary sage calming. Actually, sage is very good for the hair. But sage is a controversial oil, so I never used it. Unless somebody wants to buy it, I'll sell it, but I don't use it. Because as it is, there's so much of controversy with, So I put rosemary, amazing for hair growth.
Yes.
But if somebody has dandruff, then peppermint, thyme, tea tree.
Yeah.
Okay? And you can put rosemary if the hair is falling also. Then for hair growth, I use rosemary, juniper, stimulating. Calming is lavender and clary sage. So a lot of reason for hair fall is the cortisol levels.
Yeah.
So usko calm karoge na. See, and everything goes in. And aromatherapy works through the sense of smell. While Ayurveda works through the skin only. Ayurveda smells are not very pleasant. So, especially the commercial Ayurveda. What you're making at home, probably you're choosing and you're putting curry leaves and beetroot and onions and whatever. But the commercial aromatherapy, Ayurveda, I find the smell, it may be very good for me, but it takes 5 days to get rid of.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because it's a very thick, viscous oil because it's been boiled and boiled and boiled. The results are very good, but depends on what you're looking for.
Correct.
So that's why I made a mixture. My products are a mixture of Ayurveda and aromatherapy. So my oils are thinner. Even my pain oils and all are very easily absorbed because there are 5 oils in it. So the molecular structures are different. So they go in. And even in the hair, I have 3-4 oils for the base. Because see, if you ever see the structure of the scalp, follicles are at different levels.
Correct.
They're not sitting at the same level. So some oil will take it up to the tip.
Penetrate a little longer.
Yeah, the other one will go in. It will stimulate because it increases circulation. And it will calm. So you will get all the benefits. And which other oils? Like I said, thyme is very good also. But for the face, these are the oils, except if it's acne.
One thing you mentioned that aromatherapy starts with the sense of smell.
Yes.
While doing skincare, how about if I light a nice candle?
Perfect. That's a beautiful ritual to
Or
light.
even while watching TV.
Absolutely. Light a candle, depending on what you're looking for. If you're trying to calm down, then a lavender, a floral candle, even a holy basil candle will help to relax you. All candles will help. But the base of your candle, according to me, should only be beeswax.
Beeswax.
It's not vegan, but it is the most natural wax there is.
How about in the morning when I want that oomph of energy? What is the best kind of smell?
A peppermint, a rosemary.
Thank you so much, Malini. It was great, insightful, and I love how you connected everything to being mindfulness.
Yes.
And finding the balance. And one of the biggest takeaway, yes, your tips were great, okay, for my skin and hair, but my biggest takeaway from this episode is learning to say no even to yourself.
Yes.
I've heard this from everyone. Learn to say no, draw your boundaries, but learning to say no to yourself,
Yeah.
the self-awareness to your capacity
Yes.
is the biggest achievement in life.
Yes.
And the day you do that, everything is going to
Is
fall
going to
into
fall into place. And sometimes it comes naturally, and sometimes you have to work
Force
on
yourself
it. Yeah, you
to
have to
do
work on it.
Yes, yes.
Like I had to work on passing my math. And for some people, it just comes easy,
Naturally.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. So I think thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank
It's
you
a
for having me
great
over.
takeaway, and
Thank you.
thank you so much.